Yo, what up? I got my dog Dez here today.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted to tap in, so
Yes, sir.
let him know what we talking about today, Dez.
Today we're gonna be talking about purpose, how important it is to walk in your purpose. And we also gonna be talking about God's grace today. So I got two scriptures that I want us to reference and kind of just, dialogue about. My first one is coming from John. It's John 1, chapter 40 through 42. And it says, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, was one of the two who heard that John had said, and he followed Jesus. The first thing Andrew did was find his brother Simon and tell him, we have found the Messiah, and he brought him to Jesus. So a little bit like how we was talking about earlier, like how we was talking about the football recruitment process, and you weren't even supposed to be there, but you went on a visit with your boy, and he introduced you to the coach who you ended up playing with. Interesting that how like Andrew's part gets overplayed in the Bible, if you ask me. I mean, overlooked in the Bible, if you ask me. Because think about it, nobody ever talked about Andrew. If Andrew would have never went to go get his brother, the early church would have never started.
And I feel like a lot of people be thinking their purpose has to be this big huge thing. Like they gotta be the front main line.
That's
of,
exactly
like
what I'm getting at.
people don't like to have a downsized role.
Yeah.
Because we people like, everybody want the ego stroke sometimes, but everybody want to pat on the back. So it's like walking your purpose might not be you, being the pastor of a mega church. It might be you being greeted at the door because your smile might make people feel welcome.
Yeah, bro. And I think that's a good point because a lot of times, like you said, you don't necessarily have to be a pastor. You don't need no stage to change people's lives, to spread the word of God. You don't need no stage. You could be a coach. And you don't know what kind of impact you had on these kids.
Right.
Like you were saying, you still remember your coaches today. I know I remember mine that helped me. And like, if we really think about it, that's a form of discipleship. The Lord said, go out and make disciples. So if you got these people, especially Christian men pouring into you, you don't need no stage. Everybody not called to be a preacher. Everybody not called to be LeBron James. Everybody, let's be real, bro. Everybody cannot be LeBron. Like you said, your purpose don't gotta be this grand thing. You just gotta play your role within the kingdom because we all play a part, bro.